sorry, I missed what you were saying. I was focusing on that.
No, that's perfectly all right. I'm also going to watch Hal chasing, but he's got no reveal, so he's fine. The build from the gyrocopter. Do you try and go for the Demon Edge, or do you go for survivability and movement speed, like S and Y kind of build?
I think he's pretty much forced to go into damage next. Like, he has to have enough damage to just burst down the enemy, especially when the team fights. Like, in newbie are looking for long fights. You need the MKB to be able to dish out that damage during your flak.
Ice is ready to fight. Now, the vision is there when the rocket connects on him. So they'll know when he goes in for the epicenter, and Sunshine's waiting in the tree line. But the defensive weave, there's a lot of armor starting to rack up here for VG Gaming, and with the also track on Ice, he can never, ever get a clean epi on newbie.
Such a hard life for this poor little Scorpion. But seems that newbie might not force the issue that hard, as mid lane is pushing. They want to go back, grab the farm. And they're farming up for probably Aghanims, but could also be a BKB on Queen here. Definitely not against it.
Would make sense.
Yeah, but Aghanims would be nice, because then they can take fights. Every time Clockwork ulti is up, they will have Queen ulti as well.
Rabbit's a little bit far out, and in fact, Super's going to jump on him. They can get the drag back. They need more stuns, though. In fact, Global Stuns and BKB, but Rabbit, the damage is still being inflicted into him. That TP may not be successful. It only barely is, but Storm jumps deeper. June with a Blade Mail. No one really wants to hit into June, but actually Hal does. He's got his BKB up and running. So they get the kill on the Clockwork. They get another BKB charge down to 8 seconds on the DK and the Tier 1 tower to VG.
Yeah, June could actually have TP'd out at the same time as the DK there, and he would have made it, because there was cooldown on the Vortex. But he tried to run for it, sadly, not fast enough. Not fast enough against the Gyrocopter and Storm.
I actually thought with that double damage in, the DK wouldn't make it.
Nah, he's so tanky. BKB DK is really strong, really hard to kill. Maybe if they have like an Aghanims Lina or something like that, but this is a support Lina.
So where does VG go? They've taken over the Radiant jungle for now. Left a couple of Mementos, an Observer and a Sentry ward behind. But they're moving up to farm top lane. You've still got FY needing to find more levels. Ice wants to make the most out of that jungle if he can. But no one's pushing this top lane. They might be expecting like Queen of Pain to be hovering around here or so on, but no one is home. Normally
we see like a pretty fast 4-staff after the Blink Dagger on Sand King, but he actually hasn't had any item progression. He doesn't have any CS. No time to farm up for him in this game.
Smoke move. Another reason why you can't do it. Into the dire jungle. There is reveal over an Ice, but he's got no reason to trigger it. Dragon form, blink form. He actually finds Ice with the Sonic Wave connecting to FY, but then Super jumps down as well, and Global Silence going to slow this one down for the moment. June, nice cog pushback, but Super completely out of mana. The Shallow Grave won't keep him alive long enough. With the call down, Hal coming in from the rear. The flag cannon's already been expended, but Rocket Barrage into Sunshine. He'll find one kill there, but he's the only one to do so for his team. Now Dragon Tail stunned up. Silence for the moment. Hal's got nothing left apart from nothing. VG Gaming. The only one to survive is Fenrir.
Can I just mention how well this Blink DK is working for them? He's 2-0-7, and he's initiating these fights more than Clockwork is. He's actually the one finding it. Of course, they have the Banana Bounty Hunter, who's really working out as well now, finding these openings. But they have not died with DK and have not died with Queen of Pain. What a massive win in that team fight.
This is getting rough for VG Gaming. I know I said before like a 1-1 could get them up in this group. That will give them like a 7-point tie with eHome. But at the same time, like VG, like Newbie, if they can get a full 3-0, they tie themselves with eHome. And 100% sure VG Gaming stay in the bottom 4. No winners bracket for them.
Yeah, it's really important, but right now it's looking strong for Newbie, though, with all that gold from Track, because that was 4 Track kills going their way in last fights. He got gold from every single one of them, and he almost has full Guardian Greaves now on Bounty Hunter.
That's so much money.
Funny to see how he was struggling there in the beginning for such a long time, and now he just recovered fully.
Yep. The answer to the question of why is Bounty still a fantastic pick? Fits the meta perfectly, fits the rubber band even better. And help players like Queen of Pain. For a full BKB and Orchid, Moo has this. He's also 4-0-8 on this Queen of Pain. Hasn't died yet.
Yeah, I like that choice to go BKB. Just much safer fights. They're going to go up the hill here.
Yeah, but Ice is in a great position as well. Hiding in the tree line. The Rocket going to get the reveal. The hook shot, they completely miss it, and there's your Global Silence. How does get the BKB off into the call down, but he knows he's dying. Just the physical damage. Fenrir cannot save him. He can't Shallow Grave that, and Super right in the middle of the fight. The Weave is hurting, and now Ice no, the stun! Rabbit with a blink over. Cancels the epicenter. The Burrow Strike attempt the way to safety, but it will not be successful. Newbie's movements absolutely flawless.
Yeah, it's amazing. So many ways to cancel as well. Like, every single hero on their team can cancel the Sanking ulti. You have to say, Ice's job has to be the hardest job in the world right now.
It really is. It's a pickup which you look at and you go, wow, this is actually kind of interesting. Maybe it can work. And then Newbie get the perfect build of items as well as heroes against it.
Well, that's what happens. You third picked the Sanking when you saw that there were 3 heroes that can definitely... Well, actually, no, the third pick was the Storm, but there was already 3 heroes who could stun or disable, and that is the same thing for Sanking. He suffers against that as well.
Problems galore coming the way of VG Gaming is now they're almost 7,500 golden experience behind. And they know the only way to get back is through something drastic, so they smoke up. And the ping is coming out for Roshan. VG Gaming really are not fast enough at this, so they have to move somewhere else, and that's trying to find a kill. Silencer is the most exposed. He doesn't have a TP scroll.
He's just dead.
This is a guaranteed kill.
Like, I don't know what Sansheng is still doing down there, just farming with no way of getting out, especially when everyone is missing.
Free gold.
They also saw everyone moving down there from their good word, but he...
I think they smoked up before that happened.
He was just hoping.
So he wouldn't have actually had the warning for it, but still, that's good experience and now pressure into the tier 2 tower they can get with no global silence. Well, he had no global silence anyway. When he respawns, he'll have it come off cooldown.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much for him that he died there. And more importantly is that he bought his item before he died, so recipe.
It's the full greed. It's the full greed. The 27-minute minus for the Silencer.
It's fine for a Silencer. It's okay. I would love to see the Rod of Aegis though, but, you know.
Are they going to try and defend this? June's got a good hook line. Almost. He had it for Hal. With the rocket flying out, blink forward into the DK stun. Hal's in trouble. A global silence. They just managed to respawn. At the same time, Super jumped in. Fenrir will be lost. FY as well is going to take a flawless move. Orchid Shadow strikes. He knows he's down.
They just have to scramble out. And that was a perfectly timed respawn into silence as well, because Fenrir pretty much had his arms in the air trying to grave there on the gyrocopter. No way.
Oh, VG Gaming. And now you will lose Roshan.
Yeah, they're one team fight from hell right now, because that's more than 10,000 advantage going the way of Newbie in terms of gold, and Roche being taken now as well.
Hell is the lower bracket.
I mean, this is when Storm Spirit has to go there and steal it, I think. You're so far behind that you need a miracle.
Yep.
But
Super's
he's
farming.
just farming, yeah.
He actually finished the full Bloodstone at least. Like, that's the bright side of life for VG Gaming.
He might still get there and
Ice, where are you going?
They're all scouting, though, and the rocket is going to reveal him if he walks down here.
Oh, this is the Super. He has no idea that Banana is in front of him.
DK wants to blink stun him. Oh, but he's
back it out.
Yeah,
they're actually worried they're going to give an inch to Super.
It's the silence. They don't have silence on cooldown. Oh, they do have it on cooldown. But this means Vici? Go YOLO? Roche? It's so hard when you track, though.
And you got no lifesteal on Hal either. Like, you kind of want to have that, but they're going to use the weave defensively, which means they can tank a lot of the damage coming in from Roshan. Banana doesn't want to let this happen. And they've got to keep Fenrir out of the pit because he's the one with vision. Burrow strike. They go over on Banana. A quick jump over and they got the kill on the bounty. No global silence, as you said. In fact, they're going to try and capitalize. Super on the high ground. The hook shot from behind. It's going to split the fight, but Sunshine barely alive, and then he'll die around the corner as Hal goes to work. And Super has to deny himself with the Bloodstone, but that's perfectly all right. Right now, VG Gaming, they've only lost their Storm Spirit. They're coming back over Roshan. Ice trying to heal up quickly. Rabbit stuns over on Fenrir. He's isolated himself on the cliffside. Fenrir still got Shallow Grave. Going to use it. And he can actually start the weave again while Hal battling against June, actually killing himself on that blade mail of the clockwork. And now he will actually die to the battery assault. Ice came back in again. And FY stunned from the high ground of Rabbit. The Ice, no mana. He's got Blink in a moment. And he could stop Rabbit from getting out of here.
He can't blink because Ice is just holding him here with Sandstorm.
And that allows Storm Spirit to come in. There's your Burrow strike. Super still needs to keep the attack going in. Ice, dragging him back in Rabbit. That's a huge kill. A godlike streak being ended by Yao of Hal by all people. So he's able to pick up.
Can he trick? Oh.
Yeah, he got the track, but he can't get the kill.
Yeah. Roshan is pretty okay as well. Not too low.
They're coming back.
Needs to get one track on them, though, right now.
Rocket gives the vision for the track. Do they have? They still don't have enough.
They don't have the damage. They're not strong enough. He's going into Sans Yasha on Jaro. No damage yet. I mean, this is so sad. They're really desperate for this Roche, but I think back of their head, they know they can't do this.
It almost feels like they're chipping away at Roche, trying to make it look legit. Or even retract around the pit. And Ice just goes up. He goes and finds Sunshine. If they can stop the global silence, they can't do it. The hook shot in from Juni actually hits the Centaur, and the battery assault also connects, so the global silence will be blown. The Dire Sentry Ward is still got 5 seconds left on it, and the Sonic Wave moving from the side. FY couldn't get the sun in time. Hal so low. They try and get the armor back for the Dazzle Weave. He can also bring Hal back up while stanking. Ice was just too deep. June chasing after Hal. He really wants to kill. He probably won't be able to find it, however. They go to the trees while FY, he's chasing after Moo, and he can't even get the Laguna Blade off. The Shadow Strike gets the kill. Back to Ice. Back to Hal, being chased down by June. He'll have to turn himself around and go for Fenrir instead. Shallow Grave, 1 second, but got silence, can't do it. Moo gets himself a triple kill.
Oh dear God, that's just even more track kills going their way. Buyback by Sanking, but can he really do anything? He gets spotted out as well.
Storm needs to get rid of track. He needs to get rid of track.
Look at the Sanking. He's looking for him.
YOLO jump. Roshan's so low, 100 life. It's over. Roshan's going to go the way of Queen of Pain now.
Oh boy. That is just a disaster going the way of Vici Gaming again. I like their aggression, but Newbie are just so good at fighting right now.
They are. They see everything. That's the real problem. You don't even need Observer Wards, but they've got them down too.
Yeah, who needs wards? You have Rocket Flare and you have Track. They're just fighting around that all the time. And with their BKB timing as well on the DK and Queen of Pain, they're just really, really durable in these fights. And Silencer is doing a good job in this game. He definitely played out nicely.
His global silence timings is like, it's that space creation with VG. Like they could have easily walked away with a whole bunch of fights if that global silence wasn't there, especially the one around the THQ tower.
And they would have gotten a lot more kills. Like he very often saves a teammate with this. It's similar to a Hand of God, but basically just in a different way.
I'll also flag the fact with these wonderful BKB early purchases, we're at a point with so many fights that almost all the BKBs apart from Moo's is down to 5 seconds. Moo has a 6-second BKB.
Yeah, true. I think that's fine though. Like even if it's a short duration BKB, that also means it's lower cooldown BKB. So you can actually use it more often.
Smoke broke. They triggered